All right, friends, well, it's July 3rd, and I'm just checking in. Came out to the garden, and it's amazing to me how quickly these potatoes have popped up out of the ground and are growing. Now, a lot of the ones that I started during the first round, right, it was much colder outside, and so, yes, of course, things grow much faster when it's warm, but it just seems like every day they're like growing an inch. So this is that one bed. Also, like, the peppers are just growing super long overnight. This is a sweet banana pepper. I'm going to be doing a harvest in a little bit, so that'll definitely get taken inside and enjoyed. And here's that second bed. Different potato variety, a smaller potato, and this was planted a few days later. Hopefully, as I'm going through, I'm putting either the amount of time that's transpired or the dates on the screen. I'm going to try to remember to do that. It's just a side note, my favorite bean to grow here in the garden, the Blauhilde. Looks like it's going to start to flower soon. Love this. This is my first time. Yeah, I think this is my first time growing them up here in this garden. And this is a June-bearing strawberry variety that's still fruiting on July 3rd. All right, friends, I have some things on this side of the garden that I'm going to harvest. But first, I'm going to give everything a drink. It is July 3rd, and it's hot. See, a few more strawberries in here have ripened. But I'm going to have to do some transplanting of some of these strawberries because they are blocking my tomatoes. I decided to dedicate one bed mostly to strawberries. So I'll be setting that up soon. For now, they're fine, but at some point they're going to have to go because, yeah, this is what I need my tomatoes. I need my tomatoes. So I'll leave a few, but yeah, I can't have them growing in that densely. And everything here, with the exception of that great plant right there that I'm reviving, has been started from seed indoors or outdoors. A lot of the beans and all the greens, well, all the beans and all the greens have been direct seed sown. The peppers and tomatoes I started from seed indoors, and I shared that in a video. I did score a few varieties of peppers and a lot of herbs. I got them very inexpensively at a local nursery that shuts down soon, so they clearance things out. And then there are always some varieties that I see that are new to me and I don't have seeds, and I pick those up. So, like these two plants here, these are called Big Bertha bell peppers, and I picked those up in pots. So we'll see how they do in the garden. I'm gonna thin out these greens that I sowed maybe about 10 days ago. So I'm going to thin them out by transplanting some into other containers and beds, and then leaving the rest behind to grow. I also am going to prep some more containers because I got to fill in here, and then I got to fill in all the way down here, that second row. So the back row has tomatoes and beans and cucumbers and squash and all that stuff. And in the front here, I'm going to put some more containers just with some greens and herbs. But just give everything a little drink before I go around and harvest. All right, friend, let's get the harvest in. I got lots of tomatoes to grab.
Drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on, just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you drive. Up in a painted cup, I will pour my love from a cloud above. So bright I can see the lights, taking you up and above the blue sky. Tastes good to be drinking all of the honey sweet brew of ours. Up in a painted cup, right in the sky like a firefly. Like a firefly. I believe to believe is to feel the fire grow within. I believe to believe is to see how the present comes from dreams. Up in a painted cup, I will paraglide across the sky. Let flowers and tiny hearts shaping a line in the cup of ours. So sweet like a honeybee can buzz around a honey tree. Up in a painted cup, right in the sky like a firefly. Like a firefly. I believe to believe is to feel the fire grow within. I believe to believe is to see how the present comes from dreams.